It's WrestleMania, literally in a couple of hours. So I'm going to try and go through this as quick as I can, which is not usually something I'm good at doing. Link down below as always if you want to check out some of the clips here. So we opened up the show with KO, opening up the show with the KO show. Been waiting all day to say that. He brought out one of his opponents, Randy Orton. They seem to be getting along great, which I really, really enjoy. And then Logan Paul came out to chat, poking fun. However, Logan is actually across the street at this point at another arena, literally like a block over. That is kind of interesting how it happens, because they were at a stadium, or the regular rink, whatever the hell it's called, where they have the wrestling events. But somehow right across the street is where the actual WrestleMania one is. And anyway, so that's where Logan Paul was chatting from. So when, sorry, I'm too excited. Randy Orton and Kevin Owens noticed that. They said, well, shit, we'll just go across the street, kick his ass. But Grayson Waller and Theory were under the ring. They snuck out and they started to follow Orton and Owens as they took off in a golf cart. It was actually pretty funny with Kevin Owens like sitting in there. And then you had Randy Orton, if you saw, he's sitting on the back just holding on. It's like, all right, let's do this. And I was like, oh boy. Speaking of oh boy, Big Bronson Reed wins the 25-man Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. At least I think that's what it's called. Omos was there, back with MVP. I wrote MVM. I don't know why I did that. It's a typo. Who cares? Omos I really like. His match with Lesnar, I thought, was actually quite incredible. I thought it was just really, really good. Lost Del Fantasma there in the beginning. There's a kind of a, and it can happen, it's live television. I got something in my eye again. There's a bit of a botch there where he barely got touched and then went over the ring. But you know what? Sometimes that happens. Nothing will ever beat that time in Saudi Arabia. Was it Jeff Hardy and the modern day Maharaja? Oh my God, I'm so excited. I can't even. Jinder Mahal, my goodness. That was funny because he didn't even get hit, but he acted like he did. But it's all a show. You go on. It's live. What are you going to do? So there you have it. Reed wins, like I said, and I enjoyed this. I was happy with that. Final Testament vignette promo. Loved it. A Philly straight fight on night 2 versus Bobby and the Crew, the Street Profits, along with B-Fab. And I kind of like that whole dynamic. I know it sounds cheesy, but you got Judgment Day. You got Rhea as the girl there. You've got Santos Escobar with, I almost said Carmen Electra, with Electra Lopez. You got the woman in there, and I like that when they do that. Who else does that? Oh my God! Oh well, Final Testament does that with Karrion Kross's wife. I'm forgetting everybody. I'm just so like, and now you've got B-Fab in with the Street Profits. So I like that touch. It goes with that movie. Every great man can do greater with a woman by their side. Something along those lines, but not as corny as what I said it in the movie Scarface with Tony Montana. Al Pacino said that. I think he did. And I think that was the movie that he said it. I could be wrong. You'll know what I'm probably talking about anyways. Logan Paul then showed up at the actual SmackDown ring. There's basically 2 ring. Yeah, I've already said that. Logan was making fun of everyone, said there's an ambush awaiting KO and Orton when he was on the way to the ring. Meanwhile, they were actually under the ring, and they ambushed Logan Paul, so that was funny. And then backstage, Dragon Lee got ambushed, and Carlito was tending to him. Did he attack him? I really hope not. I mean, a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, one article says Carlito's return has been stale, stagnant, lacking the charisma. There's no apple, all that. He's been generic. I think he's fine, perfectly, the way he is. He doesn't always have to be doing this attitude stuff. It's not the attitude era anymore where he's chewing apples and spitting in the face of people. He's at the later stage of his career. Obviously, he's 45 years old. He's my age. Looks much better than I do, but I'm working my way there. I like him the way that he is. I just really hope he doesn't turn heel just to get whatever in with the crowd. I don't know. People are saying he's just a better heel, and that's possible. Everything's got to be like over the top, crazy. Like if you look at Randy Orton and he talks, I love Randy Orton because it's Randy Orton. But sometimes, a lot of times, a lot of these people say things and it's not like, oh my God, like a moment every single time they speak, but it's still really nice to listen to them talk. Not everybody's got like a mouth like Cody Rhodes or Seth Rollins or The Rock and any of that. That's just my thoughts. I just love Carlito so much the way that he is. We don't need to change him. So this was cool. This was a nice, quick little match there. Selena Vega came out with Rey Mysterio and Elektra with Andrade, who was accompanied by Santos Escobar and Dirty Dom. And then Rey ended up hitting Dom, and Elektra won the match. Dom attacks Rey, his father, post-match. And then Andrade turned on Dom and Santos. I did not. So I kind of did, but I didn't. Actually, I kind of did in a way. See that coming. So to me, that was it was really cool. I really like Andrade, and I like him as a face. So there you have it. Then we had, well, we're not there yet. Naomi came out looking like a Christmas tree. I've always loved Naomi since day one. Bianca then came out, did a little speech, chatting to the universe about damage control. And then they brought out Jade Cargill, and like I've said before, no words properly describe her. I mean, she's just absolutely crazy, in a good way. I feel like I have to clarify that. I love her music as well. It's really, really good. There's always something that, and I mentioned this a couple of times before, and I'm going to say it again just because I'm not shy. I love Jade Cargill. I love Naomi. Like, oh my God, they're just so awesome. I love them. Yes, I'm going to go there because people have gone there, and I'm just like, I need to set this straight. You are allowed to critique, to give your thoughts on how you feel about somebody, and it doesn't always have to do with race and gender. So when people criticize Bianca, or I say there's just something about Bianca that sometimes I just can't invest emotionally in the character. I just could, you wish her well, you have nothing against her, or anybody else you could be talking about. And then some people on Twitter or Instagram would be like, you're racist, bro. And it's like, or you're sexist. It's like, just because you're a white dude and you do the complete polar opposite, now you're talking about a black person and now they're a woman on top of that. As soon as you critique them, people always have to take it there. It's like, listen, it has nothing to do because of her gender or her race, you fucking dingleberry shit stain. It just has to do with her character. I'm sure she's a wonderful human being. But in WWE, in terms of entertainment, I'm not saying she's not good, because I've told you that she's incredible. But it's just one of those things. If somebody were to say to me, who are some of your favorites? Boom. Right now, it would be Rhea Ripley, Charlotte, Naomi would be way, way up there as well. And for people, and Jade Cargill now, I've been following her even before she came to WWE. And yet, they're women of color. It's really not that big of a deal, but the fact that I have to like re-mention it for the couple of people that try to give others, including myself, a hard time anytime somebody mentions Bianca in not the most favorable kind of way, it's really not that big of a deal. It's nothing personal. I always say the joke of anybody that I say, I can't get into it, doesn't matter who it is. I always go, I don't like them, whoever they are, guy or girl, doesn't matter, I don't like them. And then I always say, what do I always say after? It's not personal, unless it's Ryback. Fuck that clown. Okay, because him, it's personal. He's a dude, he's white. We both have shaved heads. But I'm against him, right? Yeah, it's because he's an actual clown. But he's not funny. Anyhow, wanted to address that. Because, like I said, I'm not shy at all to keep talking about this shit if people keep bringing it up. I have no problems addressing it. I don't have to run or hide from anything. Okay? So, this I liked. I liked the whatever that was, in-ring promo. There you have it. Moving on now. Backstage, Jey Uso was yeeting about something. And then we had Rey Mysterio backstage that was told that Dragon Lee was not medically cleared to compete at Mania. And that Andrade was like, you know what? Know what I'm saying? And then Ray's like, yeah. And then immediately, again, Carlito comes like, hey, did you hear? He's like, yeah. Ray was like, yeah, we just... He's like, oh, okay, good. You got this. I really, really, really hope Carlito doesn't turn, man. I don't know. It's just something about it. I don't know what it is. Sometimes there's some people I just don't want them to turn, either face or heel. There's just some people I don't want them to do it. I don't. I don't know. It's just the way it is. New Catch Republic versus Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. I really do like Theory's new music. Let's move it down here. Yeah, see Andrade talking Dirty Dom. That was funny. New Catch Republic did win. And then they got ambushed. All four of them. Theory, Waller, New Republic. No, New Catch Republic. New Republic's a band, I think. They got ambushed by the Judgment Day because their titles are under threat. Okay? And they booed when they attacked Theory and Waller. I'm just saying. You can't do that. Backstage vignette promo with Bayley. Spoke about her vision, damage control. The whole thing was like a little recap. First ever women's tag team champion. First ever Grand Slam champ. Very, very accomplished woman. I love Bayley. I didn't like when she was heel. Okay? I thought she sucked ass on the microphone. This, like, normal, serious version of Bayley, okay? I like it. It works. It doesn't have to be, you stupid idiot. Like, it just got really boring. And again, even with her, it was nothing personal. It was her character personified in WWE that I couldn't stand. Now that she's a face again, I'm like, oh, sweet pineapple. I'm so happy with that. LA Knight came out for an in-ring promo. He choked on his gum. Absolutely effing hilarious. I said effing because if I keep dropping F-bombs, there's not going to be nothing left of this video, and I won't be able to make the nickel that I normally make on these videos. Actually, these videos, the Raw recaps, the SmackDown recaps, the PLE recap. I'm making money each month on my channel. Not much, but I'm making a little something. I'm having fun. I just wanted to share, though, because we can laugh at this. It's okay, because I've been doing this now for almost 60 weeks. I almost said day in, day in, day out on this channel. Okay, it's clear that this ain't gonna go anywhere. Okay, I make so little views on these kinds of videos. I don't even trigger the monetization mark. I literally do not even make a single effing penny on these videos. I don't. As a matter of fact, between all 120 SmackDown and Raws that I've covered with the pay-per-views, combined collectively, I think I've made about 7 cents. If even that. I'm just saying. What was I saying? I forget now. LA Knight choked on the gun. Oh, I don't know. It was just like funny because obviously nothing came of it. But how he just like completely ignored it and just moved on. It was cool. The vignette promo again with Bobby and the crew, the Street Profits with B-Fab chatting. It was cool. I like B-Fab, and I liked when Francis was there and the what was that tag team? I can't remember what the tag team was called. God damn it. But whatever. He's on the other things now for himself. Francis, I chit-chat with him. Well, not really with him. To him. And once in a while I'll get a little reply from him on Twitter. He's a cool guy, the Francis guy. That was with B-Fab, that tag team Murder. Was it not Murder Inc.? I can't remember. God damn it. I'm not remembering a lot of shit today. Jey Uso versus Solo was a nice little match with Jimmy coming in, of course, to attack Jey. And then Cody came out with Seth to save Jey. Full out brawl. Nobody else came out. There was no Roman. There was no Rock. There was no Pebbles. There was no boulders. Nothing. But just all in all, it was cool. And then Cody laid a little bit of a belt whipping himself. And it was just nice. Just overall, I just enjoyed myself. Like I said, I could find, well, maybe not 100, but I'm figure of speech. I could find hundreds of things to complain about that I like, that I don't like. in general. And when I feel like they really missed the mark on something, then I will call it out. Absolutely. And I'll be like, man, that was a wasted opportunity. And I'll just bluntly say it. But for the most part, subtle, tiny little things that I don't know what this is, that I may not like. I don't like nitpicking at the negatives because I don't want to just be like, right? I do that with the 2K24 games or the wrestling games as a whole because I want you to see every single little flaw that I think is there so that you could better encompass a picture in your mind and go, okay, there's this. You know what? That's actually not that big of a deal. I'm still going to pull the trigger and buy the game because what bothers me may not bother you, like the camera cuts thing when it wasn't working. Some people I was talking to or that were talking to me were like, I actually love the camera cuts, so I can't tell they're not working because they're working for me because I leave them on. So, right? So, but yeah, with this, it's like, it's just different. I just try to be a little bit more positive. Like I said, unless something really, really stands out, then I'll be like, all right, what the hell was that shit? Okay? So yeah, sorry, I'm like, I think you do understand. It's like 3 hours away as of the making of me making this video. I can't even talk. I mean, I normally have a hard time talking coherently for 15-20 minutes straight without making a gaffe of some sort. I'm the epitome of botches, of verbal botches when I talk about wrestling, but that's what makes it real. That's why I don't edit out my shit. Anyways, it's coming in a few hours as of right now for me. Hopefully you enjoy WrestleMania as much as I do. I am probably going to watch it maybe a little bit tonight, or like 15-20 minutes. Take a break, which I even do with SmackDown and Raw, to be honest with you, because those shows are long. You know what I mean? After about 15-20 minutes, I've kind of lost, not interest, but my attention span is really, really bad. The only way I can make through a show is like even like South Park, one of my favorite shows of all time. I can watch those with no commercials, and that's like 20-21 minutes, and then after that, that's it. If I want to watch another South Park episode, or if I want to watch like another Seinfeld or something like that, I have to have a bit of a break. It's just something to do with my brain. And I do the same thing with wrestling, especially WrestleMania. For me, and now that I cover it and I got to take note, I don't have to, but I take notes so that I don't forget any little moment whatsoever, so that I have something extra to talk about, like the LA Knight choking on his gum thing. It's mentally exhausting in a good way. For me, like, what is it? 3? I don't know how many hours in total. It's not 6 hours, is it? Is it really like 2-3 hours each night? I don't know, but it is several hours. And I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, holy guacamole. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I know I did it last year, and I did it on 2 separate videos, night 1 and night 2. And that is probably what I am going to do again in closing here is WrestleMania's tonight. Like I said, watching my videos aren't that exciting. It's not like you're watching my videos to know what happened. It's just for the odd person that is intrigued or interested in seeing my take on it is why anybody watches me, right? Except there is actually one person. I forget who they are. They messaged me once, and they told me that they don't actually follow wrestling, as in like they don't watch it, but they watch my videos just to be kept in the loop because I go into such great detail about all these little nuanced things that you wouldn't actually even get if you went to the WWE website. You're not going to see LA Knight choking on his gum. Where is he? You don't even see the video where he was out. You know what I mean? So, well, actually you do. Anyways, you get the idea. So I am going to do night 1 tomorrow, not tonight. Not like people are dying to see what I have to say. It can wait, which is why I always record the next day, because I usually watch it the next day anyways. But because it's Mania, I'm going to have a hard time. I'll have to stay away from Twitter to make sure I don't get anything spoiled. I will, tomorrow, during the day, probably early morning, I will recap on night 1. And I'll try not to get long-winded because unlike SmackDowns and your Raws, there actually isn't a lot of like little segments that happen backstage during premium live events. Right, it's pretty much like bang, bang, match after match after match. So it's going to make it quicker in one way. And I'll probably just be like, yeah, that was a cool match. Okay, oh, do you remember that part where he slipped or whatever? Like, trust me, you won't have to go through the pain of like even this. How long is this video? Oh, 20 minutes. You won't have to go through like a 3-hour video with me on recapping WrestleMania. I will do a much better job than I've done here right now. I just felt like I had a lot of verbal diarrhea to get out of me. Because I love this shit, man. I really, really enjoy this. Like, if it's not blatantly obvious, then I can't help you. You know what I mean? Hope everybody's doing well, no matter where you are in the world. Thumbs up, as always, if you did like the video, as it does help the algorithm with YouTube and making me more relevant in the search results when people are looking shit up. I have a better chance of being a video that's recommended to somebody. And if you didn't like the video, that's okay. Go ahead, give it a thumbs down. As always, I'll bend it in half, twist it, and I'll give you a solo Sakoan spike right in the rectum. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, exactly. I don't even need to finish that sentence. And if not, that's cool. Thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care. And if I'm lucky, maybe I'll see some of you tomorrow morning when I recap Night 1 of WrestleMania XL, which does not stand for extra large. It's Roman numerals for 40. Take care. Bye for now.